Yes, Cruz, how's it going? I hope that you're doing really well. Now, today I will be reviewing my recent consultation with Leo Longevity. If you do not know who he is, I encourage you all to Google him, to search him on YouTube and see if there's any content that's relevant to you because he's given me answers. He's given me answers to questions that I have been asking like many other healthcare professionals in a whole bunch of different fields, and he has provided me with so much information, so much useful information. So I have previously talked to GPs about my various health concerns, and GPs are kind of known for not really being that useful when it comes to performance enhancement. They're more interested in having people, treating people that are clinically sick and bringing them closer to the average of the sick population, but they're not really interested in performance enhancement. Now, I've also contacted multiple steroid doctors in different countries, and I have had some useful information from them, but really they've been clueless. One of them was even a cardiologist, and they they didn't really give me any information that I thought was worth paying the money for. I have spoken to dermatologists asking why I'm having skin reactions to a bunch of different compounds across a broad range of performance enhancing drugs, like namely a bunch of different steroids and different nootropics that are causing this crazy skin reaction on me. And the dermatologist saying, that looks like dry skin. I think you should moisturize it. They say, stop taking the compound. I'm asking them, why am I reacting like this? This is highly unusual. What's going on? Please, can you tell me how I can find out what's going on? Please, can you tell me, if you've seen this before in other people, all this type of stuff. And they just brush it off. They say, no, we can't really help you with this. You should contact an allergist. So I've contacted allergists. I've sent them photos of my skin condition. And they say, meh, no, we can't help you with this either. So I've contacted GPs, multiple steroid doctors, multiple dermatologists, and allergists, and no one has been able to help me. Straight away from the beginning of the conversation, Leo, he had a hypothesis as to why I'm having this specific skin reaction. And quickly we discussed whether it could be correct, and we discounted his original hypothesis. After revealing more information to him and digging deeper, really getting into the weeds, he came up with other hypotheses, and he has informed me how to test whether his hypothesis is correct by taking the compound, doing blood tests before and afterwards, looking at if my inflammation is going up, seeing if my body is mounting an immune response. He has provided me with a whole comprehensive list of different over-the-counter supplements and drugs which I can take in order to help ease the symptoms and improve my cognitive and general health and well-being. He has given me practical, physical, how would I say, changes to implement in my daily routine, which should negate the use of certain drugs which are giving me pretty serious health complications. He has highlighted some very serious warnings which say that if I continue on the path that I was on, that I am destined for either a heart attack or a stroke, which is pretty worrying for me as my sister has had a stroke and it runs in my family. So yeah, it's pretty serious stuff. And he's given me real solutions to these problems. So yeah, he's the first person. Leo Longevity is the first guy who has actively listened to me, taken on board what I'm saying, and really given me some actual solutions, and not just said, oh, I can't help you with this. Oh, this is unusual. Yeah, just stop what you're doing. He said, look, we can test what's going on here. We can You can do you can make these changes in your lifestyle so that you don't need to take these drugs. You can basically improve your overall health and well-being. And he wants me to report back to him how I get on. I have spent quite a lot of money on these consultations with, as I said, steroid doctors that specialize in steroids, and dermatologists and everything. And no one has been able to help me. He is the first guy who has actually given me practical solutions that I can implement in my day-to-day life. So it was a pretty full-on consultation. He speaks very fast, and he doesn't just say, oh yeah, this is what you need to do, this, and this. He explains the pathways by which each solution can affect different mechanisms in your body, and really went in on a deep dive into everything. Now, I'm like dyslexic. I find it quite hard to keep up with him. And he was a very good listener. He's like, yeah, calm down. It's cool. Like, take your time, write it down. I was pretty overwhelmed with just the barrage of information that he thrust upon me. And I'm going to go into this and break it down on a series of subsequent videos. But if any of you are fans of Leo or have serious health complications that you think he might be able to help you with, I encourage you to have a consultation with him and see if there is any kind of solution that he can provide that other healthcare providers are just unknowledgeable about, unable to give you any solutions for. And yeah, I found it to be amazing. I found it to be quite overwhelming, but amazing. So yeah, if you're interested, please go check him out on YouTube, look at his content, see if it's relevant for you. And for me, personally, it was incredible value for money. The consultation wasn't cheap, and the solutions that he provided me with are also not very cheap. But if you care about your health and you actually want to implement solutions to these problems that you're having in your life, I think that Leo Longevity is a great person to consult with, and he might actually be able to help you where other healthcare professionals have failed you in the past. So everybody, I'm going to take a deep dive into this in further videos, but for now, please check out Leo Longevity. He might have actually saved my life. So until next time, catch you later. Peace.